educational setting or less than those around you? Have you ever compared yourself to those around you in a professional or educational setting? I want you to hold on to these answers as we move through our discussion about imposterism. So imposterism is a collection of feelings that occur when an individual is experiencing what they believe is fraud or feeling like they don't belong in a situation. These feelings come from the belief that we are here in the event that we're feeling we don't belong because of external forces. These external forces can include a really great recommendation letter from your favorite professor, a connection to a family member or friend in the company you just joined, or to a graduate school you're just accepted to. It can be a remarkably high test score that you didn't really study for and you feel like was mistakenly graded, or even an acceptance into a graduate program that you felt you were super underqualified for. Sometimes these external forces can also be just mere luck.
So if you want a couple of steps of how to get through these things, you have to learn about what imposterism is, as Baylee has just told you guys. Realizing that it's not just, oh, I have these 3 things, so now I'm done. Like, I understand what imposterism is, I can get through it now, I'm great. You have more than that. It's about a balance and a lot of experiences that lead you up to this point. But I'm here today to tell you a couple of steps to help you get to this point. The first one would be confidence and competence. So Amy Cuddy gave us a little bit of information about this, but the first key to confidence and competence is that knowing who you are as a person and not underestimating your value, what you value, who you are, your strengths, your accomplishments. Don't look so much at your mistakes and the things that have pushed you or, kind of made you fail in the past. Learn from the experiences that you have failed from, and then you'll become who you are. So how many of you guys have thought, oh my gosh, that was awful, like I just gave this presentation and it sucked. Instead of thinking, oh, okay, like I did this, I understand what I did wrong, and now I'm going to do this better the next time. We all need to focus more on the achievements that we have instead of the mistakes that we've made. The second thing would be dressing for success. So as you can see, Baylee and I have dressed for success today, and we can give you pointers saying, so there's a lot of past research. Even in 1985, Sandra Forsyth gave research that said there were 4 participants who all wore identical outfits every single interview that they gave. So the first interview they gave, they were in simple dresses, like nothing too fancy, and then the very last one, they escalated every interview, and the last one they were wearing nicely tailored fitted suits. And the interviewer and the applicant both stated that the interviews went better whenever the individuals were wearing the nicely tailored suits because they had confidence in what they were wearing and how they arrived to the interview that day. So dressing for success can help you be present in that moment and avoid that imposter syndrome that you might have. The last thing that we have is posture. So there's a lot of controversy over the power pose, which we were standing up here doing is like this, and starfishing every day before you have a really tough situation coming up. But it might not be as dramatic as that. Whenever you're shrinking into yourself, you feel less powerful. So if you're standing up for yourself, showing a lot of posture, being up front and like tall, you feel more confident in who you are. So it's easier to avoid that imposter syndrome. So those are just some steps that we have and advice to give you as you're working through the imposter syndrome that you're just about to feel as you graduate. I can guarantee you all of us are going to feel it in the next couple months because we're going to feel like we shouldn't have been accepted into that grad program. We shouldn't have got that job. We shouldn't have been able to graduate college because everyone can graduate college, but they really can't. You deserve to be here and you belong in the places that you are. So just realizing those accomplishments instead of those mistakes will help you in the future.
The feeling of imposterism is felt by everyone. It's not blind to any culture, race, gender, or even profession. People across the board feel it, and you can feel it more than once in your life. Just because you get through a phase of the imposter experience and you get to that aha, like I do belong here moment, doesn't mean you're never going to feel it again. But using the strategies that Hannah talked about, including confidence, dressing for success, and being intentional with your posture, can help you get to that aha moment maybe a little quicker. And maybe the next time you're facing an imposterism feeling or the imposter experience, you'll realize, oh, like I've felt this before, I know what's going on. You can embrace those feelings, deal with them, and move through it more swiftly to help you be more present in your professional and personal life and to get rid of that fear of not being enough or being a fraud. Imposterism rides on the back of fear, and who has more to fear of failure, of not being enough, than people who have actually succeeded or achieved something? Use your achievements and your success to nurture yourself as you're moving through your professional and educational careers. And remember that you're not a fraud. Believe in what you've done, and remember that you do deserve to be here. Thank you for having us today. I'm Baylee. Hannah.